With the Taliban sweeping to power in Afghanistan, countries around the world, including the United States, are scrambling to form coherent foreign policies to deal with the new regime. But it is the restive nations, neighbours and near neighbours who will need to adjust most quickly to what comes next. For most, this new awkward reality poses great risk, but perhaps also some opportunity. China worries Taliban-controlled territory could be used to harbour separatists and be a destabilising force in its western Xinjiang region, but it's likely to take a pragmatic approach, helped by the fact that, unlike Russia and the United States, it's never invaded. Its number one priority, then, will be for stability and the management of threats, and then to play a greater economic role, perhaps as part of a political settlement. Russia, of course, knows what humiliation in Afghanistan feels like, with the Soviets leaving an unwinnable war in 1989. Moscow now will be nervous about security in the country and will not want it to turn into a haven for terrorists. In 2000, Chechen separatists trained in the country. Moscow doesn't trust the Taliban, but the Kremlin understands the dynamic of realpolitik. They'll be keeping their embassy open in Kabul and will want to remain the dominant power in Central Asia. But perhaps more than all the others, it will be Pakistan that watches and tries to influence most closely. It's widely claimed it helped create the Taliban prior to its 1996 takeover. Pakistan's military and its intelligence agency has long seen an ideologically similar Afghanistan as a buffer against its perpetual rival India and the fear of encirclement. But there is significant danger of blowback, a possible refugee crisis on its border, and the empowerment of Islamic militants inside the country. Iran is also facing a huge influx of refugees. It's already estimated that it hosts more than 750,000 Afghans. Tehran is hoping the new rulers will be different from their previous incarnation, and the Iranian leadership will try to have and exert influence, which will almost certainly lead to its cooperation with the Taliban. Afghanistan's new leaders, certainly at the moment, are seeking to gain international recognition. Most states are still trying to work out how to respond. But what happens next will once again not be decided only by those inside the country. Outside actors, as they have all too often in the past, in what could come to be known as the new Great Game, will also be shaping Afghanistan's future.